Welcome to Elderberry Tales. Grab your favorite pillow and a curious heart. It's time for a story. Elderberry Tales is a storytelling podcast featuring inspiring and engaging stories for kids, ancient wisdom, timeless tales, and contemporary heroes. Connect with us on Facebook and Instagram and listen on your favorite podcast player.
The folklore in Kid Cryptid wouldn't exist if it weren't for the rich history and vibrant cultures these stories come from. While we do our best to provide accurate information, we recognize that we are, at best, amateurs here. This podcast is best considered for entertainment purposes only, and it comes from a place of love and respect for the peoples behind the lore. Now, on with the show.
Hello again, everyone. Elias here with another episode of Campfire Critters, the Kid Cryptid spin-off where I talk about some other lesser-known creatures. This week, I've got something that manages to show up in Canada, the US, and Australia. So put on your running shoes and try to stay out of the way of the hoop snake.
Hoop snake? That doesn't sound very dangerous.
Says the guy who roams from garter snakes. If you think those little guys are bad, the hoop snake should be downright scary. Not only can these snakes grow up to several feet in length, but they can also do more than slither. When it wants to get around, like when chasing after prey, it puts its tail in its mouth, flips up onto its side, and rolls around like a wheel.
That sounds pretty amazing, really.
Even more amazing is how fast it can go. Once it really gets rolling, it can reach up to 60 miles per hour, which is definitely fast enough to catch up to a car.
Wait a minute. If this thing is rolling around like a tumbleweed on speed, how is it supposed to actually catch anything? Does it just run over whatever it's trying to hunt?
Actually, no. Just as it catches up to its prey, it lets go of its tail and flies toward its target tail first. See? Unlike other snakes, it doesn't have fangs. Instead, it has a stinger in its tail. So it sticks whatever it's chasing and injects the venom that way.
So you're telling me that not only is this snake freaky fast, but it also flies and stings like a bee?
Worse than a bee, really. Its venom is so deadly that one sting is enough to kill instantly.
That's pretty wild. Glad I'm not a rabbit that has to worry about these things.
Well, you're not totally safe. The hoop snake is really aggressive and has been known to go after people on more than one occasion. Luckily, there are ways to get away from it. The first and easiest method is to jump behind a tree as it goes to sting you. It will get stuck and you'll have a chance to run off. This will kill the tree, but better it than you. Another thing you can do, if you're lucky, is hop a fence. The snake will have to stop and unhoop itself to get past the fence, giving you precious time to get out of range and find a tree to hide behind. Lastly, if you're feeling really brave, you can try and jump through the hooped snake. This will terrify the snake and cause it to run away.
Good to know I can always crazy my way out of the situation. Now I'm curious. With as amazing as this critter sounds, how come I've never heard of it?
Well, they're pretty rare today. You'd have heard more about them in the 1700s when people were really starting to spread through the country. If I had to guess, I'd say it's due to habitat loss that they don't show up so much anymore. That and they are shy. I know I said they're aggressive, but they don't go looking for a fight. But if you get too close or look at them funny, you'll be in trouble.
Now, I know you said these things live in Canada, the US, and Australia. All of those are pretty big places. Is there anywhere in particular you need to watch for them?
Yeah, all those places. They can be anywhere in those territories. The hoop snake is very adaptable.
I see. Are you sure someone didn't just see a snake eating its own tail and made up a story?
has ever actually caught one, so all we have to go by are stories. But really, why would anyone make something up about a highly venomous speed demon snake that rolls around like a wheel?
Why indeed?
And I think that's going to wrap things up for the hoop snake. Once again, I'm Elias, and you've been listening to Campfire Critters. Until next time.